Today and probably the next couple days I have to do a fender stripe install, and then I'm going to take off the little plates on my back windows of my Camaro. So I'm going to be doing some things that I'm not really comfortable with because I don't want to ruin my paint. I need to do a paint correction on the two front fenders because eventually I'm going to do the entire car, and if I have the vinyls there, I don't want like a paint not corrected part where the vinyls are if they ever get taken off or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash the car and then probably clay bar the two front fenders, and then I'm thinking we're gonna do a paint correction real quick if I have time today. If not, I'll finish that up tomorrow and then get the vinyls installed tomorrow. So I'm gonna show you what those are and go wash the car. Just so you guys can see what we're actually putting on the car, I will show you. They're still in the wrapper because if they weren't, they would be sticky. So this is the top, or the driver's side. It's just two fender stripes that go like right above the wheel. This is the passenger side. They're just the two white stripes. Should pretty much just add some look to the car, make it mine a little bit more. I like the looks of them. I'm also going to be taking off the back silver. Did I say that? I might have told you that. Oh well. I'm going to be taking off the back silver plates of the windows. So a lot of work to do, a lot of things that I'm a little uncomfortable doing. I might cost myself thousands of dollars. I might make the car look cool. We'll see. Deuces. All right, so I got the car clean. As you can see, there are definitely some swirl marks in there. You can easily see that. So the plan is, as of right now, get you guys set up. Plan is to first clay bar the fender, and then after the fender is clay barred, I'm going to use a wax removal up there. It's Rust-Oleum wax and tar remover, but I'll show you that when we get there. And then I'm going to do a small paint correction that scares me, so I'm just going to do the polish only. So yeah, let's get to it. For those of you that don't know how to clay bar, the trick of it is to keep from scratching your paint up is you really just, first of all, you need to clean it, and then you just use a lot of lubricant. I use that McQuire's Quick Detailer as lubricant. Make sure there's no dirt on your clay or anything like that because it'll scratch the shit out of your paint. There's a lot of videos on clay barring that you can go watch, but if you're already here, I'll just tell you how anyway. Just don't use a whole lot of pressure. You really just want to kind of glide across the top of the paint, and then if it feels like a little rough or whatever, you just want to kind of work that area more. When you're done clay barring and you have all the dirt and all the stuff that like regular cleaning can't get, then the clay should just glide right across the paint. I'll get the rest of the fender, but I'll probably cut all that out so you don't have to watch me do nothing. Okay, so we're just going to take our microfiber real quick and wipe all that excess crap off of there, and then we're going to start on the wax removal. All right, so all the dirt and everything is off of this fender. Now we're going to work on the wax removal. All right, so what I'm using is the wax and tar remover from Rust-Oleum. Never used it before, don't know if it's gonna work. I'm just gonna put it in the spray bottle, kind of wet down the fender that I'm doing, let it sit there for a second, and then I'm going to use a microfiber and wipe it all off. Hopefully it gets rid of all the wax, everything that I don't want on there, so the paint correction can go a little bit easier. Okay, so same thing here. I'm gonna do the top first so you guys can see it, and then when I do the side and everything else, I won't put that in there because you guys can't see what I'm doing. So, wow, I hope this works. Ooh, that does not smell good. Yeah, I don't know why you're whispering. It's a YouTube video. Is my dad home yet?
You lied to us. And by us, I mean you.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. I can't tell if it took the wax off.
Well, how would you even be able to tell?
Yep. But I'm gonna re-wax it after I get the paint correction done.
Paint correction?
Uh-huh. Well, I'm not doing a full paint correction because you're supposed to use like compound, and then after that, then you're supposed to like gets rid of all the heavy stuff, and then after that you use like the polish to get rid of like what the compound did basically, and it's like the haze. But I don't think any of my scratches or anything are that deep because they're literally just like little swirl marks, and they're not like major. So I'm gonna try to get away with the polish only. And if that doesn't work, then I might have to use the compound later, but that is for a different time. This is scary. So I have the polish, which isn't as, look at the camera. You can talk. I have the polish, which isn't as like abrasive as the compound, but I have the cutting wheel, so I'm hoping like it kind of evens it out, and then I have a
Is that
feeling.
gonna break the car? Try to do it.
No. Alright, so I'm gonna try to figure out where I want my vinyls to go, and then I'm going to use the masking tape to kind of outline where I want it, so that way when I take the adhesive off of the vinyl, I know where to put it. So, oh boy, does that look good? Do I need to move it? I think I just accidentally figured it around on that side.
You're doing great, babe.
I wonder if this will just go the way I want it to.
I can't be held responsible for messing this up.
Alright guys, didn't go that bad. Got a little bit more bubbles than I wanted to, but we're gonna try to take those out with a heat gun after the putty knife. Whoa, I didn't even see that through the camera. Camera helps. I'm gonna use this heat gun and try to get most of those out of there. If it doesn't work, then they're just gonna stay in there.
What do you need help with? Do I need to do that?
Well, I don't know if it's gonna work. Don't rip it though. That sucks. I'm really upset about that actually. There's not really much I can do about it now though. It's on there. From afar it's gonna look good. Close up it's gonna look like shit. We're gonna go eat and then figure out what we're gonna do about the other side. I'm gonna do some research and see if why are you putting a light on me?
Because the spotlight is in.
I'm gonna do a little bit of research and see if I can't get the bubbles out of it, and we'll go from there. See ya. Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest, not too happy with how it turned out. There's a little bit too much bubbles. The passenger side definitely looks better than the driver's side. But again, there's some bubbles, and the vinyl would look really good without the bubbles in it. But obviously, I have bubbles in it, so I don't know if I'm gonna buy another set and then maybe try it again, or might just go have it done by a shop or something. But I'll go ahead and show you guys how it turned out, and then maybe the bubbles will go away in the sunlight or something, I don't know. But here it is. So from afar, looks good. That's awesome. I really like it. But when you get up close, you can see all the little imperfections. See, like it's really bad in that little crease right there. And from what I've said or seen, you can kind of get rid of all those with like a heat gun and a squeegee. I tried that. This vinyl's really thin. It's actually just wanting to rip the vinyl instead of like actually take it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it how it is. I'm gonna clean up these fenders, get some wax back on them, and then the next project will be getting these off. I'm going to tape off like down in here and then kind of use some Goo Gone and try to get behind that with like a putty knife or something and go really slow, and hopefully I can get those on without getting Goo Gone all over my paint. But as of right now, from afar, I mean, step over stuff. I think it looks good. It goes really well with the tire letters. The front side, not nearly as good as the passenger side. It was my first time, obviously. Definitely had some issues with it. Show you those real quick. As you can see, that one's really bad. It's got a lot of imperfections in it, coming all the way down. That's, to me, that's hideous. I don't like that at all. But not really anything I can do with it as of right now, other than get some prices on either some new ones or get prices on somebody doing it professionally. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. I'm going to get some wax back on the car, and then next video will probably be taking off those back window plates. So see you then.